today it's canna time. It is time for my cannas to go into pots, temporary, so I can start forcing them. So by the time they can actually go out, which will be the middle to the end of May, they already have some foliage and we're going to be able to enjoy the flowers far quicker than if we put them into the ground in May. So in October I dug them up and I lovelessly put them into this box. This is the result. Here they are. Ever so often I go into the box and I finger them a little bit to find out whether there's any mushy stuff, because if it's mushy, it needs to go. So these are all quite healthy rhizomes. And as you can see here, these are called the eyes. And this is where a new plant will emerge. So what you can do, you can also just, divide them now. So cannas are more or less these tubers or rhizomes, and the way they grow, they send the shoots out laterally, and then as long as you have an eye like this or like that one here, you could take off the rhizome and propagate and make a new plant out of it. The roots are not that important. I mean, these are all dried up anyway, so I don't think they're going to be doing anything, but as the plant grows, the rhizome will produce new roots. So you're all good. As long as you have an eye, you're good. You can just cut it off and then you can, propagate a new canna. You can either propagate them through division, or I have one video where I propagated plenty of them through seed as well. So what you can do right now, for instance here, this one, as long as you have eyes there, these ones, this will become its own individual little plant. Take succateurs, cut this here, and this one will become its own individual plant. So the medium I'm using is just basic soil. I do not put any fertilizer in whatsoever. Consider this. The plants have been hibernating for the past few months, and then all of a sudden you put them into soil with fertilizer. Basically, it's like you waking up and having to run a marathon within 3 minutes after waking up. So as far as I'm concerned, I just want to introduce them slowly back into the soil, and I don't water them overly either. Once the foliage starts showing, then you water them a lot more, because they are quite thirsty plants, and at that stage, that is when I add some fertilizer too. But right now, I just want to get them a more chilled waking up. And it's raining. Great. And now we have hail. Inside video it is. The medium I use is just basic compost, nothing fancy. And a variety of pots, different sizes. And then I looked for the most masculine planting thing. And this is what I came up with. So let's plant the rhizome. I just cut off the big ones. This is the one. Getting a pot. And I put some kitchen towel in there because I don't like the idea when the soil keeps on falling through. Dump the soil in. I don't actually compress the soil at all. I just, put it in like that. So the pot is 3/4 full, and like I said, just really loose soil. You put the rhizome in like so, because you can see here, the roots are here on the bottom, so this goes down. There used to be foliage coming up here. Press it in just very lightly, and then fill it. First one done. And when you can see this here, it's like, here are the rhizomes, and then up here is where the foliage is. So you don't bury the entire thing. You just put them, when you pot them up, you pot them up to about, put the soil round about here to this level, and then they're good to go. As you can see, the roots are all dried up, and the roots are the aspect that really absorb the water. Hence, if you water them too much right now, because the roots, they really won't be taking in any moisture at all, or not a lot, so then they're going to be sitting in water, and then the possibility of the rhizomes actually rotting is quite large. So be gentle when it comes to watering. Once the foliage comes up, then you can start watering them, because they are quite thirsty plants, and at that stage I also fertilize. So let's pot up a bigger bugger. This one is the Cleopatra, because I can see this on the variegated leaf. Didn't cut off. Same procedure. Pot, kitchen towel, soil, checking the soil level, that'll do. And this is another reason why I like to have the soil dry, because that way it actually goes in between the plant. And this is why I'm shaking it as well. So it really has soil in between all those dried up roots. So keep on shaking the pot to make sure that the soil is pretty much everywhere. Push it down a bit. We're good to go. Well, not good to go, we're done. So you just keep on going like this, and obviously once there is no more threat of frost, then they can go out. You can also, you don't have to do this. You can just put the rhizomes as they are right now into the soil once there is no more threat of frost. However, obviously it will take time for them to develop, because cannas only develop flowers once they actually have reached their ultimate height. So it will take a little time, and obviously this way you have 6 or 8 weeks, you have already have a little bit of foliage, and you obviously have a little kickstart in that respect. So it's entirely up to you. Do it this way, leave them in the house, don't put them outside, because they do not like cold soil. After checking how many pots I've got left, I've got 2 larger clumps. I only have 1 big pot left, so I need to split one of them, and I'm going to split this one because here I think it is a natural line where you just cut them, and this is how you propagate them obviously as well. All you got to do is look for a natural line, get a little saw or a sharp knife, cut through, and there you go, and now you have 2. At this stage they don't need sunlight, they just need warmth. Once the foliage starts springing up, then obviously they require sunlight. So when I'm talking about watering, and I'm only watering a little bit, this is basically what I'm talking about. Just little like that, and that's it. Just to get them used to that, they need to wake up now. It is time to perform, to grow. So pot up your cannas to give them a head start so you can enjoy them a little bit longer in the summertime. That's me for the day. I shall talk to you guys later.